Hello, I'm Satish Pandey. Today we shall discuss about the partnership deed and registration of partnership firm. Partnership deed actually is a contract between the partners which express the terms and conditions in written form. On the other hand, registration of partnership firm is an optional for unlimited liability partnership, and for limited liability it is compulsory. In normal, generally registration of partnership firm is not compulsory. So we are going to discuss both the topic in this video one by one. First of all, we are going to discuss about the partnership deed. So partnership deed, as its name suggests, it is an agreement between or among the all the partners of a firm, because to form a partnership firm you have to make an agreement with other person, or all the partners have to make agreement either oral or written. These agreements include all the terms and conditions. This may be oral or written, but when they make an written agreement, this written agreement which specify the terms and conditions that govern the partnership is called partnership deed. So written agreement which specifies the terms and conditions that govern the partnership is called partnership deed. It expresses terms and conditions and must be in written form to be qualified as partnership deed. So on the basis of this partnership deed, the company will run. This partnership deeds includes following aspects: name of the firm. Obvious, first of all you have to write the name of the firm. Nature of business and location of business. What is your business and where you are doing business? This is the second thing you have to write. Suppose you are making cloths and other things, so garment business you have to write. And your location, if you are your factory and company is situated in Varanasi, you have to write location Varanasi. Duration of business, how long have you passed? If you have already started and later on you are going registered, so you have to mention that what was the duration your company was running. Investment made by each partners, their amount. What are the proportion of investment made by each partner? Some may have more investment, some other may have less investment. Distribution of profit and losses. What are the percentage or proportion of distribution? Suppose there are two partners, it is 50-50 or 60-40. What are the distribution of profit and loss? Duties and obligation of the partners. Who will handle the company? Who will handle the sales department? Who will handle the finance department? Everything you have to write here. Duties and obligation of various partners. If it is done by only one partner, other will sit like sleeping partner, you have to mention that also. Salaries and withdrawal. If the what was the salary of partners if they work for company? Those who work for company, those who not work, there is no salary for them. If everyone is working, their salary. And withdrawal, how to withdraw the amount from the company by the partners. If in the case of urgency they want to withdraw some amount, what will be the terms and conditions? Various terms govern the admission, retirement and expulsion of the partners. If you want to admit a new partner, what will be the terms and conditions? If you want to make any partner exit out of the company, what will be the retirement condition? Expulsion, if you forcefully expel any partners outside, that will, all the terms and conditions must be mentioned. Interest on capital, interest on drawing. Interest on capital, the capital invested by different partners, will they get interest or not? If get interest, what will be the rate of interest? Similarly, if they drawing some amount for urgency, will they pay the interest? If they pay interest, what will be the rate of interest? Second, another thing is procedure for dissolution. If the firm, how to firm dissolve or close, their procedure should also be written. Preparation of accounts and their auditing, how the account will be prepared, what will be the procedure, what will be the standard of accounting, and how it will be audited. It is audited by the auditor general, or it is audited by some CA, chartered accountant, it is audited by self, or you have to write their procedure. Method of solving dispute, where there are two people there is dispute. So in partnership there are two partner, three partner, four partner, more partners are there, and naturally there will be dispute. So how this dispute will be resolved, you have to write the methods, or you have to make that it is resolved through the voting, that who majority of people are agree with a solution, that will be adopted by all the people. So you have to write any, it is not necessary that it is democratic way, it may be autocratic also. Everyone is bounding to accept the decision of any one partner also, you can decide like this. So these are the various terms, and these are the various aspects which you need to include in partnership deed. It is a written form, so these all should be in written, and it is signed at last by all the partners, declaring that all these things are true as per their knowledge. Now let us see the registration of the firm. Registration of the firm, as I told you that in a normal firm it is not compulsory, but there are serious consequences of not registering a firm. In registration of firm means you enter the firm's name in the registrar of registrar, that's over. In every city there are registrar of firm who have a register of all the firms in the cities, in the area, and if you go to write the registrar to write your company's name in the register of the firm, there is a procedure to follow it, and your name of the company must not match with the other company already registered. So registration have another advantage, that no other people can register with the same name of the company if you registered first. So in the registrar of firm you get your name of your company registered, and he will provide you conclusive proof of existence of a partnership firm. On the basis of that proof, you can go to the law if any other people are using your name. It is, although it is optional for partnership firm to get registered, but a firm if does not register, he has to face many consequences. As I told you, if you not registered, a firm not registered cannot file a suit against the firm and other partners. You cannot file a suit, although they can cheat you, even though you cannot file a suit, because your firm exists or not, law don't know. If you not registered your firm in registered of office, the court don't know about your firm, whether it is an imaginary firm or real firm. So to file a suit against the firm or against other partners, you have your registration should be there. One cannot file or suit against third party also, not only within the members The third party who are supplying the goods or who are purchasing the goods from the company, you cannot file a case against them. Another thing, it cannot file case against the partners. The partners, other partners are doing if wrong thing, you cannot file a case. Company cannot file, firm cannot file a case against the partner. Partner cannot file case against the firm, or firm cannot file case against the third party. So these are the various situations. No one can file case against each other. So this make credibility of firm poor if firm is not registered. So it is advisable to the according to the India's Partnership Act 1932. Firm can register with that. The registration can be at the time format, when the firm is format, or at the time of during existence. Suppose you have already without registration and running a firm, you can later on register it also. Whenever you wish, you can register later on also. Given that such firm is not already registered in the firm, so you have to give some optional name also. Are you registered? Application. How to register your firm? The first process is in the application, and you have applied, you have give application to the examination. So the application is, you have to write the name where firm is situated,
point of form.